Let's get this party started. Making sure everything's right in the title, everything's good for us here. If we tab into Arma, they're already on the map screen, covering Friday Night Fights, 3 different operational objectives here. Alright, let's get this going. I think I got that right. Alrighty. The other thing we're gonna want to do here is make sure everything else is good to go. Plugin wise, yeah, we're good. Everything seems to be working. I just gotta hope that the audio balance is a-okay, but I don't know. I'll be watching the audio cues and just trying to make sure everything else is fine, but oh god. Oof. That is one hell of a render. Okay. Oh man.
Look at that, guys.
I would hate to be down there right now. Ho 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 ho. Alright. So it appears they've updated everything today. They've been working on a new interface and template for their stuff here. So it looks like that's what we've got to work with here. So give me a second to get acquainted with this.
True.
Guten Tag.
Okay.
Jeez. Alright. Let's go ahead and go over this new template, everybody. First off, this is Friday Night Fights. We're going to be covering rounds 1 and maybe 2 to the end. I do have an op to go to in about 2 hours, 40 minutes, so we'll try to fit as much PvP as we can in there, because I want to try something new for this evening to see if I can bounce something else on Fridays. Otherwise, our tasks here, so Blue 4 has a sector to defend in Sector 1 and Sector 2, and then there is a terminal for Blue 4 to be defending as well. Op 4 have to capture both sectors and get the terminal here. They also give a nice breakdown here. Complete the objective. Op 4 has more players on their side or their allies' side than any enemies to capture the sector. That starts a timer. That's 90 seconds. If the timer is elapsed, then the sector's captured. Defenders can't retake it. If at any point the number advantage is interrupted, the timer pauses and is reset upon the attackers attacking the sector again, and then there is a terminal to hack. It's a 90-second countdown. Defenders can interrupt that timer at any time by interacting with the terminal. And if it gets completed, then that objective's also done, can't be recaptured. Otherwise, briefing here. No, okay, there is a note space. View distance is 1 kilometer, fortify points are 100, fortify colors green. Don't know what that means. That's a new one. And the time limit is a standard 15-minute Friday Night Fights round. Notes here, it's foggy, except on the tops of the mountains. It will stay foggy. Both sides can use that to their advantage. Do that. Op 4 gains caches with AKMNs on the objective to balance things out and make it more interesting. Caches are hidden on objectives near objectives. Only appear when Op 4 players get close. Caches are marked on only Op 4 maps. Interesting. So there's, I guess, more ammo for Op 4 to grab. Soviet-based uprising on U.S.-controlled Isle of Para. So it's Op 4 Soviets versus... No, it's an uprising versus U.S. No hiding underwater and or the dam canals to hold the sector. That's fair. Op 4 here, loadouts are going to be some sort of base kit here with some chest rigs and clothing. Weaponry here is mainly SKS-based rifles, so they can find caches of AKMs in the sectors themselves, SVDs, PKMs, and GP25 systems on AKs, and they've got 7 transports. Blue 4's loadouts are, looks like circa 1970s, 1980s equipment here, and they've got M16A, I want to say A2 platforms here. M60s and 249s. Those might be A3s, I've honestly forgotten. And 2 transport Willys Jeeps. Interesting. Otherwise, looking at the roster here, Eric Hiru is going to be commanding, Ash is going to be leading Alpha, Stark's going to be the marksman, Banks is going to be the medic, Tackleberry being an Alpha 1 with Haran and Gazag, NASA leading Alpha 2 with Top Gun, Depso, Pogo, Lolo, Kermit, Nadovisky. Talmar leading Bravo with Omri as the marksman. Soviet leading Bravo 1 with Akle, Fren, Arkin, Robert. and Mehmet. Pingus leading Bravo 2 with Skipu, Krazak, Ukraine, Adi, Leziak, and Howell. Pierce leading Charlie. Looks like he's merged everyone together to have Mike, Nolich, Fawn, Skabubi, and Meerkat. Delta is just a machine gun team with Lurch leading Duitson, Goblin, Lennox, and FPG. By the way, real quick check-in with you guys. How's the audio? Because, again, I'm tweaking the settings because my audio, for whatever reason, has been tweaking itself as well. Over the past 2 weeks, and people have told me my content has slowly gotten quieter and quieter on my mic, so I'm trying to tweak that back. So let me know how that goes. Also, Op4 seems to have RPGs. Meanwhile, looking over at Blue 4, Blue 4 has Sam commanding. Oh, it's that Tano and Foggy air. All right. Curie is going to be the 2IC. Putek leading Alpha with Seismo as the marksman. Marksman rifle appears to be a Mark 14. Huel, Charlotte, Alexander, and G-Legs under Alpha 1. Nemesis leading Barabo with Katz as the marksman, Yanifin as the medic, and Azariah as the machine gunner. Looks like he's merged from Bravo 1 to take that role. No leadership in Bravo 2, which is Cullis, Iander, Puma, Malin, Wise, and Flying Finn. Oh my god. Big open area here by that dam, and then you got the substation for the dam all the way down here, and yeah, it is super duper foggy. Oh, that is messy. Flux leading Charlie with Korvac as the marksman, Kane as the medic. Legal Action, Bayant, Nass, Zonian, Charlie 1, Stein leading Charlie 2, Robinino, McDeed, Linus, Zero, Bestifar, and Vanderhuge. Bates leading Delta, with Delta 1 having Norris, Iqbal, and Waldo. Jeez. Alright, so the air station up here where it's not as foggy is where I believe a terminal is. And then you've got the command assets up here and the 2 jeeps. This is a teleporter that lets them get to other sectors. Sector 2 is the dam itself. This is going to be hell to fight in. Oh my god. I know what they're going for here, but my god, this is going to be something. One of those days where, you know what, I'm glad I don't play on the ground. And then you got Sector 1, which is located in this little waterside village here. And then we also see the cache locations for Op4. But I think they've set them so that only Op4 can also interact with them, which makes a lot of sense. Because, yeah, I'm not seeing them on my map, so that's kind of interesting. But, ooh, very foggy weather to work with here.
Yeah, Charlie.
I'm taking my scope off. I'm not gonna do it.
Mic sounds a tiny bit quieter compared to normal. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm going to be able to do is do this. And then you're going to have to turn your audio up because there's nothing I can do to turn the mic up anymore. It's just how it is. I don't know what the hell on my setup's causing it. I'm afraid all marksmen don't have radios. Oh boy. Well, it's not like the marksman. I'm not seeing scopes on the Mark 14s anyway. There we go. So it looks like they're getting some of the marksman radios here. Op4 can start either on the bottom right or the top left. Otherwise, it's going to be very foggy weather here. Perfect predator weather. Yeah, right. Oh. We'll just have to see how this goes, but it's it's gonna be a brutal one, that's for sure. Anyway, hope you're doing a-okay. Crazy, I will do my best to get back to you. I'm sorry. I honestly expected to get back to you super quick, but then one thing came up, and then another thing came up, and then all this other stuff came up, and it's like, oh my god, it's that cascade. So I'll try to get back to you tonight. If not, I'll get back to you tomorrow. The fog is not going to disappear. It only disappears up on the 3rd objective up here. So you just gotta... they're gonna have to play with it, and that's gonna be real tough for them. It's gonna make for some really nasty CQC. Op4 is already gonna get a number advantage. Yeah, Blue 4 has players like Scandi Recon and Papega, but not being able to see your target is gonna be very, very brutal for this type of operation. So I'd imagine the trucks are probably going to just drive up, find a place to dismount, and then move in. We do have a small military position over here as well. It's a little above the fog. You can hear the little pitter-patter of the rain. I'm just wondering if we're going to see any Blue 4 run up here. We already see King coming up here. Potentially to get a little above the fog so I can see a bit better, right? But, oh, Kane's even commenting that's a pretty tough spot to come up to.
You're my color, dude.
Aye. But anyway, we've got a lovely plethora of streams today. We're going to be doing this, and then I'll be on the ground for a 6 p.m. op, and then we'll probably just dive into some mission development. I've got the SOG mission to make tomorrow. There's a training op I want to finish for Sunday. And then Monday, we'll see if we want to make a mission or not for Monday, and yada-da. Bay has somehow wedged himself inside of the dam. Oh, now he's out.
Stuck on the ground. I'm like, okay, how much time do I have left? 5 minutes.
Ah, yes, Bay has ascended. Which reminds me, let's go ahead and write up our highlight roster. Oh, there he is. For F and F, and we'll start with Bay. Floating out of whatever the heck you want to call that. So I have added... Alright, so there's now a little prompt that tells you when the safe zones drop out. We see that they're trying to entrench the corners out here to do their best to fortify everything, but this is very much going to be a very foggy game.
High possibility they just walk past us.
Tough prediction to go through. I did there. Okay, so the electric eel op I did add to my list here, but let me go over everything. So I got to develop Metro's final 2 Chinese ops. I got to finish the training op. I got to do the Kaspersky key giveaway, pay for pain, the unique SOG op for tomorrow. I also want to develop an op with an AC-130, Revy's next op, Karma's new campaign, the second gate op. There's another Flash Gets video came out, even though it was technically promotion, but that means I have to make another Furries versus Black Templar, and I did write down the electric eel op. However, this list is void of the December op. So I will literally just copy and paste this.
Watch this.
That is literally everything that I have to do. We'll try to get some of it done today.
Where am I? Oh, yeah, too high.
You're gonna fly off the cliff.
Don't do it, Flux. Yeah, did you see it? You can't fucking see it because of the fog.
Yeah, this is not,
Honestly, this is perfect ambush weather. We'll see if Pepega or Scandy can take advantage of that. It looks like they're also completely going all eggs in one basket on Sector 2.
Downhill. Can't see shit.
And yeah, the marksman is a little useless
Don't
here.
you just have points that you can come up and put on the road?
I know, it's a lot of mission dev to work with.
If you can afford it.
Oh shit, I got 4 minutes remaining. Hold on, I just realized I completely forgot to put a 4 p.m. upload today for YouTube. Give me 1 second. It's the VODS channel, but that's my favorite channel.
Okay,
What do we want to put in?
line up on the road.
What's the latest video we have? We got a Dark Side one. F it.
Line up.
Do I need to salute you as well?
That's not yet. Come on, line up.
What's up?
Come on, Legal. Come on, King. Get over here.
You built me something?
What I'm thinking is I will do my best for the VOD channel. We're going to get a certain rhythm going with it. Where the 11 p.m. upload will almost always be a Zeus op, and if it's not, then we'll do one of the PvP match commentaries. And then the 4 p.m. will be either a non-Arma game or mission development. And I'll try to alternate that back and forth.
Oh, when you die, I want to see if it fits in my gun.
There we go. Yeah, bush Wookiee weather especially, right? But yeah, they're still walking around the road. I just want to make sure I...
14 this round. Good luck.
Give me the fucking scope.
I think I just published it on accident? No, I didn't. Alright. Oh, I already had an upload. Whoops.
I didn't see you.
I forgot I scheduled that yesterday. That's why I didn't schedule it this morning. That's fine. We'll bump that video to the 3rd, so tomorrow we can have a mission dev video.
My skull's over. I gotta go do stuff.
Cool.
How the fuck?
They put a bunker up on the middle of the road. That's funny.
Flux, look at the road.
Honestly, yeah, just... They're gonna literally set a checkpoint up right here. That's funny as hell. As long as they're not blocking the road, they'll be fine. What I'm curious about, though, is have a marksman just on the corner up here and lock the bridge down. But even then, the scoping in with the fog is gonna be hellish.
See something if they go through you instead of all being next
Wait, Flux, we're gonna act. Wait, who's
Is it too much for me?
Me
Nah,
and Smoke.
I make it work.
Are we actually gonna hold the line?
Though I do have a lot of people I gotta message
No,
and
it doesn't go that
set
way.
up for kill
We're
cock
gonna
tomorrow,
hold
for
the line.
example. But
Well, I gotta
We'll make it work.
Will love always be by our side.
Fucking hell, man.
I need a hero.
you'll get a little bit of fun time with me. It's all good. You get a little insight on how things go day to day, week to week with me, and I always love to show it off because
What's your location?
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. There's so many people over the past few months that have reached out to me and said, hey, I really want to get into streaming Arma and blah, blah, blah. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Not a lot of people watch Arma. I'm very niche. I'm very lucky to be able to do this full time, but I'm the only person that can do it. If you really want to become a streamer, go stream more generic stuff that has a bigger audience. I almost said better. Better is... I was about to say debatable, but also some of the things I've seen on other video games, no. I'm going to be honest, this is the better audience, and I'm happy to have y'all, but if you want streaming, you got to work numbers. Unfortunately, that involves other stuff. Yeah, better's relative to everybody, but... Oh my god. That's a lot of safe zones being dropped, and it looks like the round has officially started. And Op4 is literally just going to convoy in with 5 transport trucks in the fog. I foresee this going very, very well and no vehicles crashing into each other. I also love how the SKSs are a little... They're funnily rendered here so you can kind of see them through the fog. Now, I'm not cheering for anyone to ram into each other and explode. However... it's going to be a nice 5-minute drive for him. Zam, shut up. What about a Goat Jesus op? Maybe one day. So it looks like Blue 4 have all set up along this little road here, trying to get into a nice ambush position.
Been a while, but I finally made another FNF.
Gath, it has been a hot second, broski. Hope you're doing A-okay. Thanks so much for the 58-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying... No, it's a 50... Excuse me, a 59-month resub. My apologies. Hope you keep enjoying the operations, broski, and hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Oh, shit. So they're dismounting early. They're going to get along the ridge. We just had a misfire over there, but I'm going to be honest, it's a little too far to hear any of that. So this is going to be a pretty long round of stall, to be perfectly honest. Because from there, they're either going to go around and get up to this position, or they're going to direct push from here and maybe go into low ground, not realizing that this is a dam.
Okay, yeah.
But even then, this is a massive open zone. That...
We have gunshots south.
I heard a grenade go off. And I see someone wounded.
Talk to me if you're alive.
One of our guys just threw a grenade by accident.
Oh, throw grenade.
Sorry, I think my keyboard switched language.
No, vendalo.
Oh, he alive.
Okay.
What the hell? What the fuck are you doing, bro? Why? What's happening?
I think my fucking keyboard changed language and it made me like
Yeah, because you have that
you can
fucking
take the
ugly
grenade.
French keyboard.
You can take grenades, I don't fucking trust
No,
it.
give me,
Not
I don't
work.
care about grenade, give me the fucking
Remember,
bandage.
kids, the G key is for gear, not grenade. You totally won't throw a grenade and blow your friends up.
Yeah.
You have some for yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, now your wife and kids will do all the shouting at you. Don't do that. Okay, let's go.
Okay. Okay. Well, like I said, there's going to be a few more minutes of maneuvering, and we'll see how things go. But anyway, again, schedule for today, FNF, then we'll be on the ground. Then we'll do some mission dev, maybe sneak some Dark Tide in there. I wanted to do mission dev last night, but I'm going to be honest. I've been in a bit of a depressy spaghetti episode the past few days, and I don't see that going away anytime soon, so seasonal depression. It's fun. But regardless, tomorrow, I think the fun starts at 3 p.m. We're going to be doing an op on the ground. No, actually, I'll be Zeusing it. That's going to be our SOG showcase with the AC-119, I believe. But we're also going to have the F4 Phantom and an F100 up there as well. Basically, prairie firing for a SOG team. Going to be a very intense, action-packed operation. And then something at 5 p.m. I've got it in the schedule. If someone types exclamation point schedule, we can pull it up. I just can't remember the rest of it on the top of my head. Because we may or may not have something at 6 o'clock. Oh, yeah, I'm doing DayZ tomorrow. Duh. And then we're doing Killcog.
People coming for CRP3.
And this isn't tomorrow, but in the future, we might actually have an op at 1 or 2 a.m. between Saturday and Sunday. I'll let you guys know if we actually have that come up. I'll get it scheduled ASAP, but that's actually with our buddy Gondor in chat, so we'll see how that goes. Yes, Spooky. Op's fully booked. That's actually one of the quickest full bookings in an op I've had in a hot second, but we're going to have a lot of air power. We're going to be using the FIRC seat in the AC-119 to coordinate the other air assets. It should be a really, really cool operation, but it's one life. My one life ops are either really, really awesome or everyone dies, which is also kind of awesome, but hey, it's a matter of perspective. On the ground, I haven't scheduled it yet because it was kind of an impulse thing, but that's going to be in 2.5 hours, a little under. Oh, shut up, Razor. I'll be on your server tomorrow, though. Please, no bully. No bully. When is FNF and Reforger? Don't know. Give it a few years. I mean, everyone will eventually shift over to Reforger if it doesn't become Arma 4. Which, what am I saying? Reforger will eventually become Arma 4, but we'll have to buy it again. You know how things go. I don't, other than I'm trying to see if Vix is actually going to participate, because I'd like to bully her, but, you know. But yeah. We got Killcog tomorrow around 8:39-ish. We'll be covering that till the evening, and then if I'm feeling it after, we'll either play more Dark Tide or Mission Dev. And then Sunday is going to be nuts, because we're going to do another training op. And then we're going to have our 3 p.m. SOG Prairie Fire on the ground thing. We've got a 6 p.m. Zeus op, and then we have 8 p.m. on the ground in the 506. So that's going to be 4 different things. But look at that. Op 4 going over this hill. Yeah, I think they thought they could sneak through the fog to get to this objective, but it's... yeah, it's a giant dam. So the only thing I can think of is they're going to bypass around and try to then split off to then have half the force go here and half the force go there, but I want to see if Blue 4 is wising up to this Op 4 maneuvering. We could see it, we could not, but...
military complex, like, to the east of y'all, like, they're moving there.
Nope, someone called it out, and Mike just misfired. Yeah, it doesn't have a scope on, so he literally just misfired and gave everybody away, even though I think Blue 4 already had an idea of what they were moving on. So we'll see if Blue 4 counterattacks over and utilizes this low ground. I mean, I'm seeing Papega and Scandi. I was about to say Papega and Scandi Pirate players. Scandi Recon and Papega players, excuse me. So we'll see if they move in. Righto, Spooky. Have a good one. Tonight I need to reply to what you said and then put it up in announcements. I'm dragging my feet on a few replies, man. I've been so busy.
Like there, yeah.
It's okay. I'll eventually get back to everyone. Just been a bit busy with IRL stuff in the morning.
see him moving, bro.
F and F is purely in first person, both as infantry and vehicles.
And then move it to you.
Yeah, righto, Spooky. Have a good one, broski. But yeah, I gotta get back to crazy on editing. I gotta get back to Spooky because we're gonna do some charity stuff. Hopefully not get DDoSed by Remy for 9 weeks. Oh, name dropped him. Oh well. F him. DDoSed for 9 weeks again after running something charity related, and I gotta get back to Gondor over something else, so, you know. Plenty of stuff. Oh, and Karma and the co-commentary for tomorrow. Lovely. I'm actually kind of surprised we're not seeing Blue 4 push in. Instead, they're going to give it to Bravo. Then they might do a sandwich, but first contact's going to be against the squad. Oh, my God. I'm so, yeah, no, we're going to eventually see maneuvering come around to stop them, but there it is. Grenade goes out. That's going to kill Pogo. More grenades coming up. Not sure if that'll get Nass. That knocks him out. Blue 4 casualties are 1. And we've seen at least 2 Op 4 ones, but we got Stark moving around. Oh my God, Puma. Puma hears that, immediately turns around, blows Stark away. You gotta love when they get TQC like that. Ah, that's why you always gotta look around your immediate vicinity before you open up. I think he managed to one-tap. Nope, Nemesis was able to pull away. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 KIA, including 2 IC. Actually, he died all the way back there. Don't even know what that's about, but Blue 4 now starting to get hurt pretty bad. Are we going to see follow-up come around, or is this just being left to Scandy Recon? Scandy can't fight an entire platoon on their own. Azariah also dead. Puma and Dobbs knocked out. GL coming in, but the slope of the charge not really doing much. Dobbs trying to crawl away. Puma also joining him. Really? Okay, now we're starting to see Blue 4 flank some forces around. And we got some units in the deep fog trying to maneuver around. You got a marksman up here trying to call out what's going on, but he's looking on the wrong side. I'm going to be honest, he ain't going to see shit down there. Dobbs able to pull away. Puma is not. Wasn't... Something's wrong. Huh. Weird. Anyway. Op 4 doing a full assault here. Some Blue 4 starting to trail around. I guess, yeah, Azariah somehow got respawned, and I was pointing that out. But, huh. Looks like he decided to kill himself there after realizing. This is a new framework template, so there's bound to be some weird issues.
I love how everything looks like it's working, but it's really not. I have found a couple issues I don't like the look of now, and it's gonna be like a multi-hour fix for Aun.
Oh, Malin, I'm sorry to hear that, broski. You're talking about the template, right? Oh, I see you all the way over in the corner. Ah, bro. I'm sorry to hear that, man, but thanks for the 63-month resub. Thanks for all the work you do in the community. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, both playing and administrating them. And I hope you get a nice kick out of listening to me in the background. Good guys is always a subjective term. I can say Blue 4 is US, Op 4 is some sort of insurgency, but we're about to watch Blue 4 get pinched here with no support. And this is going to be funny. I want to see how Pepega gets behind some of the Op 4 lines here, but... Sorry, I keep flashing y'all. Now we have a side of a slope on a thick jungle. Best weapon around is probably going to be that 249 in this CQC situation. And they're about to walk right in front of some Op 4. GL came in, but it was too close. Oh my god. That's Hillary Clinton by Lolo, only to get blown up by a grenade. Like I said, Scandi Recon cannot fight the entire player base by themselves. And we see some explosives being thrown. Keen is getting right behind the Op 4 line, though. Pepega on the loose, but we'll see if they can come around like sharks here. I think he saw Solomon. I don't think there's any AKS-74Us down in play today, though. Gonna be able to kill Solomon. Sorry, I keep fat fingering the M and the N key. One shot to Solomon's back of the head. And the PKM comes tumbling down. And so does the body.
Hello?
Solomon just says hello from the grave. Op 4 quickly turn around, realizing that there was a single gunshot, and they don't know what's going on. The 4 remainders of Blue 4 pulling back to this final position to have a last stand. Op 4 firing on the smoke back here. King getting into a fight, getting another set of kills here. Look at that. 2 kills and a knockout. 4 kills for the King. Dream, I don't know. He didn't show up today. Hope he's okay. I didn't see him on the ground either. And he didn't shoot me a message. King, if he looks left, he starts taking fire from Omri. Sees Do It, son. Puts a few shots, manages to miss all of them. Omri runs into legal action. What? Omri literally ran into legal action's bullets. What the hell was that? What? Pingus, I think... No, he was already knocked out, but that's great. Now you got Blue 4 harassing the backline. Kin on 5 kills. Hold on. I gotta write down that little clip for the luck of legal action. Zoni, unfortunately, getting lost in the fog here. Doesn't get double tap, though. Legal action coming around. Kane moving up. He's going to run into FPG. Can't beat out the PKM, though. Zoni wakes back up, gets a kill because he wasn't double tapped. Grenade goes out. He's quickly folding to cover, only to get flanked on the left by Lennox. Grenade gets caught in the tree, doesn't double tap Lesiak. Nap's now trying to come up, get a few kills, throwing a grenade uphill, very risky. But it looks like he's going to catch it in the tree, and that might get Lurch. Yes, it does. Very lucky. Very, very lucky. You got Flux in the middle of the line here. A lot of Op4s getting picked off, but, I mean, they still have a big chunk left in Blue 4. I mean, they've lost quite a bit here on these skirmishes, so... Tough to go with this Blue 4, trying to take the high ground here to get what they can. Malin with a nice 2-tap. Flux gets 1 kill, knocks Kabubi face out. This Op4 backline, I mean, the left side's pretty well maintained, but the right, I mean, it's just getting eaten up here. Korvac coming around. Is he gonna know Leziak's back here? He has his scope still on. Flux looks like he is running into more contact up there. Leziak's running around. Korvac. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Yeah. This is just becoming the round of Pepega and Scandi are going to bully the entire player base, aren't they? It's one of these rounds. Explosive goes off. I think Malin was throwing that for a bit of security on his left. Looking down here, looks like Nafs came up. Nope, Pingus has been uncon this entire time. More Blue 4 starting to run in to reinforce. Op4 reconsolidated and pushed up. Flux about to be pushed from the rear. Doesn't realize it just yet. Oh, he hears the SVD gunner. Immediately folds in, takes fire. Did you just... Are you for real? I'm surprised that didn't kill you. The bush saved you, but that could have very well killed you, Flux. That's a satchel charge. That was super risky. And you still died by Mike. Wow, indeed. Wow, indeed, buddy. Even his corpse looks shocked. Now you got a few more Blue 4 running up to pick things off, but look at, you still have this group all the way over here despite all the contact they've taken. Sam hasn't really pushed his forces around. Because I think by now you can predict that the main force is here. If not, we would have seen something fluctuate on one of the sectors by now. But looks like Kiri is being sent over to Sector 1 to see if there's anything. Now we got another 4-man team coming in. Malin on a 3rd kill too. Op4 seems really disjointed here because we saw them split off into halves, and then one group tried to assault the hill. They took casualties. And now you see another group trying to come around from a different angle. Blue 4 is now spacing out, wondering where the rest of the forces are going. And now Blue 4 is also reformed to attack this one position. You still got Korvac, the lone survivor here. Why do I keep fat fingering that? Oh, these two Op4 are dead. Oh my god. That gun hitbox ate the bullet and saved him to get that kill, but then he immediately gets blown away. Why did you throw a grenade? Korvac coming around. So many grenades thrown. FPG taken out. And funny enough, the grenade double taps him. Ain't that something? Looks like Malin finally gets killed by Autovisky. Wait, Fonz was shooting at Meerkat. Korvac gets the other kill. No, Meerkat killed him too. Meerkat got both a friendly and an enemy there because he got the kill on Korvac, but he over-penetrated and killed his friend as well. That's why both bodies ragdolled at the same time. And now it's only him and Pierce still alive with a sea of blue 4 around them. I might have spoken too soon. I spoke too soon. Vanderhuge gets his second kill, and now it's up to Pierce. The last op 4, surrounded by a sea of blue. You think he can do it? He's literally surrounded on all sides. But I think we can trust in the power of Pierce to break through one of these sides and get away. Because he is a crafty little weasel, and he might actually do it. Wait a minute. Oh my god. He got an opening. Wait, nope, he's taking fire. And now Blue 4 are panic firing everywhere in the circle. Oh, he's timing his grenades. A Pierce timed grenade can be the deadliest thing, but he overthrew it and he's dead. He forgot to account for the hill. I just heard a big explosion up here. It looks like Blue 4 set up an explosive trap and actually managed to knock out a good chunk of Op 4 here. And now we only have 3 Op 4 up, 3 down. And Blue 4 reinforcements are actually starting to come up, and we're only 25 minutes into the round. Marksman picking off additional players here. Blue 4 coming into counterattack. Looks like they're going to be using little outhouses. I was about to say, what? Wait a minute. The man is invisible.
If the hack stops, I'll throw grenade.
I'm going to join on you so we know where we are. Alright, stay still, stay still, stay still. Oh my god, I lost it.
Unfortunately, I think Scandy is going to potentially breach in here, and no, they haven't yet. Terminal might actually get hacked. There's no timer on it, though, and there's no timer that comes up on my interface, so I genuinely don't know. Autovisky. 17 seconds remaining. Autovisky's dead. Does Iqbal see the Op 4 in the little outhouse? Yeah, and he's still alive. That's impressive. However, I don't think Gazog's going to be alive for long. What's Banks doing? He's defiantly leaving the building, takes some shots over to Waldo here. Banks gets into a 1v1 with Iqbal. Iqbal also heroically firing at Arkin down here. And now it's just up to Gazog, who is panically running to the next objective. Can Gazog, with these remaining 22 minutes, channel his inner Audrey Hotto and complete the objective alone, just as the legendary Audrey Hotto did years ago, racking up a grand total of around 24 kills? The answer? Unlikely. But hey, I believe in Gazog's ability to disengage and get away from whatever Blue 4 is shooting at him. Actually, that charge did knock out the shooter. All right, there's another shooter, though. Oh, no. That's a smoke grenade, right? Yes, Charlotte, he is indeed dead. Congratulations on your observation skills. Wow. Yep. Yep, he is indeed dead. Alright, there goes round 1. Round 2 will be beginning momentarily. Emzakov, how you doing, broski? It's not Vietnam again, it's just regular Friday night fights in a jungle map. I was about to say desert for some weird reason. But how are you? Always a pleasure to see you. I see you less and less or more and more, but I hope it's coming back to more and more. But overall, pretty decent first round. Alright, let me use this as an opportunity to try to message people back. Alright, Chernaris Winter. Excellent. Okay, let's go ahead and, how do I want to do this? Well, first and foremost, let's hit that button so I have a little bit of downtime here to transfer everything over. Let's go ahead and go to our map command. Switch it over to Chernaris Winter here, and then our mission. This is round 2. Let's go ahead and have a look over OBS, putting that on my left side window, and I can read that. Let's see, Blue 4 is attacking 2 Op 4 sectors. Blue 4 has a 7% numbers advantage. That's a lot of stuff. A BMP2, a BTR-80A, an M2 MRAP, 2 M2, I'm just going to call them, yeah, M2 GMBs. And 3 BRDMs. 4. Op 4 has 2 BMD2s. 4 chord statics, and a UAZ DHHK. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and pay out our prediction as well, because I know you guys like your points. And we'll go ahead and give that over to Blue 4 for the defense victory there, and we'll get the next round sorted shortly. Jungle still hurts your brain? I feel that. I've been alright. Just a bunch of stuff doing what I can, and, well, it ain't getting any easier, that's for sure. Alrighty. Yeah, 4 o'clock we'll be able to easily cover the entirety of round 2. Probably won't cover round 3, though. I'll go and shift and do something else, because that something else is in 2 hours. Alright. Yeah, everything else is going to take more than partial attention to reply to, so, oh well. Alright, we'll see how things go. Looks like ground commands are going to be Pierce and Depso. Lovely. Regarding the last round, I don't think Op4... If Op4 wanted to go and hit the northernmost objective, they should have honestly just stayed on foot and gone to the other spawn point on the top left of the map. Because by literally crossing from the entirety of the south to the north, it made no sense. You know, it just put them in a big danger zone to get cut off like that. And, I mean, regardless if they were fighting Scandy or Propega, they should have just kept everyone together from the get-go, you know? So, should have started on the top left corner instead to attack that northernmost objective. Otherwise, they should have just gone for the two closer objectives or gone for a wide flank left and then swept it left to right. Because it was just a weird choice. But, you know, it's easy for us to judge based off of the fact that we have a bird's eye view interface, but even then, like, on paper, I think they relied too heavily on the fact the fog would keep them concealed, but it said that as they go up the map, up the mountains, the fog dissipates. And that's what ended up biting them. A little bit of shit talking in chat there. I'm gonna be back in a second. I'm gonna refill my water glass because I definitely am gonna need it. So, back in a second. Behave, even though I know some of you won't. Stupid question maybe, is the commander really being updated continuously and making decisions from the map, or is he only using initial contact? You know, in an ideal world, in an ideal situation, dude, squads would be telling their commander what's going on. But the reality is that as soon as first contact happens, everyone flips something in their mind, a certain mode in their brain called monkey mode. Monkey mode is literally, maybe you'll transmit some information over the radio. Otherwise, it's literally just, oh shit, shoot back. And then maybe the squad leader will pass things on to command, but if the squad leader dies, no one's going to run up and take their radio. It's just going to be, chaos. That's how it works in Friday Night Fights. That's how it works in OFCRA. That's how it works in some of the PvP communities we talk to, we commentate in, especially. I'll admit some of the more organized ones, we see people step up properly and do things, but usually when the LR guy dies, especially if they can't find his radio, yeah, no, that group is essentially useless for the rest of the round. 2/3 of the time, they're going to be useless for the rest of the round. 1/3 out of the time, they'll be able to properly regroup with another unit. But, ooh, it happens. And it's really funny when it happens. But yeah, monkey mode. It's definitely monkey mode. I don't know what we're waiting on. We're still sitting on 80 players, but we'll see how things go. Ah, man. The lizard brain takes over. Yes, of course, What's That has its own opinion. All right. What's that with science reasoning? Yeah, right. I'm gonna be honest though, I think it also ties with things like the Overwatch fallacy and just people want to chill on the top and let other people do it until they realize, wait, we're the only people left alive. What do we do now? Well, our orders were to hold this hill, and since Ground Command's dead, he can't give us any new orders, so technically, our orders are to hold this hill. But if we just hold this hill and not play the objective, won't we lose? Ah, orders are orders. Loses the round. Damn, Ground Command gave us the shittiest orders ever to just hold this hill and not do anything else. I laugh, but that's actually how some rounds have gone in PvP communities. I've seen some of the most backwards and inane logic ever in cases like that, and now that I actually sit down and think about it, that joke is not far from the truth, which is why I don't like playing PvP, because some of the things I witness. Oh god, CCO 6 and 7, for example, for any of you that were there for that. Oh. They're still yelling in chat, too. Oh yeah, it's also very easy to get tunnel vision. I mean, you saw multiple instances of tunnel vision in the last round alone. People were right next to each other. Yeah, the fog of war was too literal. Have I failed to hit the OK button? Because I feel like they've been heavily slotted for a hot second. I don't know what they're doing. There we go. continuing the airfield. Alright. 2 sectors within the airfield itself. One seems to be upward fortified. Same with the second one. They've got some additional lines here. A little bit of a gap right there as well. Blue 4 pushing in, so... we'll see how this goes. And Op 4 appears to have some reinforcement groups on the sides as well. But with any airfield defense, especially with those BMDs in play... we'll see where they decide to put their Overwatch and autocannons. Hmm. 1.2 second ping. Ooh. Lag-induced warp drive. Aye. I don't know, this is also a super large AO. We might see Blue 4 try to do some massive flank around of some sort, but with any AO, there's just going to be a massive... It's the airfield, and getting to it is actually fairly easy. There's a lot of routes they could do. They could come around like that. They could come around like this. They could even try to do a massive move around on the edge of the map to come in from the north, but the actual airfield assault itself, that's going to be the difficult thing, because one objective is on one side and one objective is on the other. So it's all about Blue 4 hitting one of those sectors, then transitioning to the other one. And it's that transition and the attrition they're going to take from that transition that's really going to cost them. And I'm going to be honest, Sector 2 is going to be easier to defend than Sector 1 in the initial bout of attrition. But either one's going to be difficult, especially with these two little fortifications here. Sector 2, you could literally just take all that, fortify that, and you're golden. Especially since this is about 40v40. Sector 2 does seem to be the better sector for this, so... we'll see what Op 4 does, and we'll see how Blue 4 counters. Sorry, texting Bloodwing too. Jeez, I wonder what they're taking so long on the map for. You're right. I could write a prediction. Gosh, I am slow today. I do apologize. There's a lot to do. FNF, Blue 4 is now going to be attacking. And Op 4 will be defending. We'll set this. I'll make it fun. Let's do 20 minutes since these guys are taking forever. Of course, now that I've done that, they're going to instantly start, right? Son of a bitch! Anyway. Mission made by Sam. Background. After taking the forest west of the main airfield in the region, the Grozovians are now able to make an assault on the airfield. Knowing this, the Russians have deployed the last surviving VDV company to defend the airfield, while the rest of the Russian ground force retreat further north. As a I'm sorry. As a result, the Russian infantry have been occupying the Black Forest. Occupants of the Black Forest have left the position in order to not get surrounded. The VDV must hold the airfield at all costs in order to allow for the Russians to regroup. Should they fail, it will cause a collapse of the entire western front line. Area of operations, there are many trenches that have been added around the AO. They are marked in black, and also many craters around the AO which are not marked. Notes, the camo nets in the trenches are invincible. Mission rules for OP4, they're not allowed to fortify the top of the hangars. Interesting call. Game mode here, it's ad sector, so the attackers have to enter the marked sectors with a number advantage. Once they enter the sectors with a number advantage, a 90-second timer will start counting down. If at any point the attackers lose that number advantage in the sector, the timer will pause and reset and start counting down again from 90. Once the attackers have the number advantage in the sector again. Losing the number advantage means people get killed, knocked unconscious, or simply leave the sector. If a sector is captured, it can't be retaken by the defenders. Mission variables, maximum render distance is 2 kilometers. There are magnified optics, so everyone gets a nice PSO scope for this. 125 build points for the defenders, no NVG equipment, medium anti-tank. It's Maz versus RPG 32. Blue 4 have the Grozovian kits. Loadout's going to be on 16A4s or M4A1s or TAR 21s. Glock 17s for their handgun. Support's going to be an RPK or a PKP. RPKs for Alpha Bravo and Charlie's auto riflemen. PKPs for Delta's medium machine gunners. Light anti-tank's going to be the single-shot disposable M136. Crew and aviation get the choice of a PP2000 or a TAR-21. Nothing on crew served weapons. Blue 4 already went over, has a BMP2. 3 BRDMs with the PKM on the top. Oh, it's a Striker. Okay, so an M2 Striker. 2 SOCOM Humvees with the M2 up top. Okay. 3 transport MRAPs and a BTR-80 Alpha. Uniforms for OP4 are going to be your VDV airborne kits. Loadout's going to be AK-74s or AKS-74Us. MP443 Grouches for the handguns. Alpha Bravo and Charlie get the same thing. RPK-74 for their auto riflemen and PKPs for Delta's medium machine gunners. Light anti-tank's going to be an RPG-7. They get 2 warheads. And then crew and aviation get the choice of a PB-2000 or the AKS-74UN. Nothing on crew served weapons, 2 BMD2s with autocannon for them, 2 sit-down cord statics, 2 standing cord statics, and a UAZ Dishka. Otherwise, Depso going to be commanding OP4. I guess he's brought everyone up here. Patriot going to be leading Alpha, Tomer, Omri, and Sam. Going to be a 3-man in Alpha 1, the AKS-74U. NASA going to be leading Alpha 2 with Lolo, Dart, Kermit, and Pogo. Flux leading Bravo, Kane being the marksman rifle for I think both Blue 4 and Op 4 is going to be the SVD. But we'll check for the Grozovians in a second. Legal Action being the medic. Bayant, Nafs, and Zoni in Bravo 1. No, Bravo 2. Lurch leading Charlie with Lennox as the marksman. Charlie 1 has Rabanino commanding Bestafar, McDeed, Stein, Zero, Vanderhooge, and Linus all together. Charlie 2 has FPG and Dewitson together. Echo has Alexander leading Curie. Curie being the medium anti-tank gunner. Huel and Seismo being the assistants with 2 rockets each. So that team has 6 rockets total. 2 in Carry, 2 in Huel, 2 in Seismo. Putuk, Charlotte, and G-Legs being a vehicle crew for the first BMD2, second BMD2 being commanded by Oddball and Vagrant. Gotta remember the BMD is the parachute version of the BMP, so it's smaller, has less armor, and has the same amount of ammo as the BMP, but much less armor, can be easily taken out compared to the BMP. But the BMP isn't heavily armored either. I mean, we saw last time Bradleys versus BMPs. The Bradleys beat the hell out of them. Pierce commanding Kabubi Face, leading Alpha. Skipu is the 2IC. They also have SVDs. Nolik, Meerkat, Fawns, Mike, and Autovisky all together in Alpha 1. Alpha 2 has Pingus commanding Audi, Ukraine, Lysiak, Kreziak, Yuru, and Hoel. Harana leading Bravo with Kazag, Eric Hiru, Tackleberry, and Ash together. Looks like they merged some people into Bravo 1, into Bravo Actual. Bravo 2 has Sunnen with Arkin, Fen, Mehmet, Top Gun, and Akale. Nemesis leading Delta with Grav, Dobbs, Malin, Waldo, Solomons, Flying Fin, and Cullis. Yanni leading Echo with Cats, and Wise being the assistants, and Iander taking the Maz, so we should see some effectiveness there. Banks Nazariah being the Gamma 1 vehicle crew, Bates, Iqbal, and Norris being the Gamma 2 crew. I'd assume one's taking the BTR-80 Alpha, one is taking the BMP-2, so it looks like Gamma 2's taking the BTR-80 Alpha, Gamma 1's taking the BMP-2. BMPs and BMDs don't have their Cormet mount on the top. You see these autocannons lined up. We got the M134 Striker up here with the M2.
Send in Go Team 6 now.
Morning, Liru. How are you?
And they got the 2 SOCOM Humvees flanking, so we'll see where they decide to deploy everything. But Natty, thanks for the 39-month resub on Tier 3, broski. I am A-okay. We got a lot of streaming tonight. This will be the second and final round I cover of FNF. Then I'm going to take a small break, get prepped for my 6 o'clock, probably have some coffee to make sure I stay awake for everything. But nonetheless, hope you keep enjoying the operations, broski. Hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Commanders are Depso commanding Op 4, Pierce commanding Blue 4. Lovely. Let's go ahead and look at some of these fortifications on the map as well, because I was eyeing them on the map. We got a bunch of craters, and we have some nice trench defensive lines here. And then the 2 fortifications we have are just more trench lines with a command area that allows for basically a second-story fortification with all of those craters. Ooh. Sector 1 is going to basically be this ATC control tower and the fire station. And then Sector 1 is just going to be a little military buildup right here, which does have a barracks building fully accessible over here. Interesting. I love how there's multiple versions of this building. One has like the little prison right here, and then you can only access the little second story part, and then has internal hallways, and this part's all blocked out. It's always interesting when they redo the internal texture of a building like that. All in blue. Yeah, we'll see. I will say Blue 4 have the better assets, but Op 4 definitely have the better grounds to defend. I was saying earlier attrition is going to be a major part of this AO, but that's only if Op 4 decide to hold both AOs, but it looks like they're going to do that. We've got one group over on the north and then a majority of their infantry around this section, because this section alone for this sector, with all this open area, they have tried to add a bunch of craters to add a bit more dynamic cover, but, I mean, especially with the autocannons in play, we'll just have to see how things go. There's a missing option of the prediction where the option for armor... What do you mean? It should just be 2. There shouldn't be a third. And if it has a third, then Twitch decided to glitch the heck out, and I wouldn't vote for that option because it doesn't mean anything. It's saying there's only 2 options. And okay. I don't know. I don't know what you're seeing, 421. Pierce plays time. Let's go, Blue 4. I don't think Pierce is going to pull a Pierce play out, but knowing Pierce, anything's possible. But unfortunately for Pierce, all of the open fields have been reinforced by craters, so technically he has cover regardless of what direction he goes on. So, you know, we'll see how things go. Liru, it's Pierce. We have to give Pierce some credit, okay? Yes, he was surrounded in the last round and gunned down like a dog, but we have to give everyone the benefit of the doubt, alright? Now, am I going to personally root for Pierce here? We'll see. Okay, let's be honest. There's multiple ways to attack this AO, either get in Sector 1 or Sector 2. I would personally hit Sector 2 from the south, utilizing these little things up for cover with your IFVs with the autocannons for support. Hit this sector, immediately pull out, remount everyone, and then go around and then assault Sector 1 from the side so you minimize this attrition angle. But Pierce is a tactical genius, okay? There's a good chance he's literally going to charge in between both AOs so he can access the open ground, so he has perfect fire lines on Sector 1 and 2 at the same time to confuse the enemy. And then he'll just charge into both of them simultaneously. Now, that's a very, very Pierce play right there. Is he going to do it, though? He might shock us today and do something completely different. We'll see. But, you know, I'm all for him. I am all for him. All right? Come on, Pierce. You have so many heavy assets. You have to remember, like, 2 or 3 missions ago in this campaign, Blue 4 literally charged vehicles up to a hilltop one at a time. Was it this hill? Yeah, it was a fortification on this hill. Blue 4 charged vehicles one at a time to devoid Op 4 of all of their AT so then they could bring their BMP up and point blank everyone in the AO. And it was the dumbest thing ever, but it worked. So we can't fault stupid tactics. Because holy crap, they still somehow work. Oh my god. It was a very Russian thing to do, but they were fighting the Russians in that one, so they took the page out of their own textbook. What vehicles does Op 4 have? They've got 4 static cords, 2 standing, 2 sit down, 2 BMDs. I mean, we can just look. And a UAZ Dishka. Did Blue 4 just run someone over? I don't see anyone dead, but it is quite possible they did, because Blue 4 is very, very special. 4 minutes remaining. Attrition by ammunition, a very risky tactic. Yeah, but... It's rounds like that where the attackers have no right to win it, but something dumb happens in the logic that actually makes it viable and they still win it, and it's just, god damn it. Happy Friday, Boom. Liquidated their prison population to expend enemy AT, good god. Yeah, dude, nothing's lagging here. I'm not dropping any frames. I think your own internet's having hiccups here, because we're not... I mean, unless all of you guys are seeing lag too, maybe it's on Twitch's end at that point, but on my end, everything's green over here. Oh shit, Ian's here. I mean, no, Twitch is a perfectly wonderful system with exactly 0 bugs. In fact, it's just as perfect as Arma 3 that also has 0 bugs. As Todd Howard would say, it just works. Because Bethesda games also have 0 bugs, only features. It just works, it just works. Little lies, stunning shows, people buy, money flows, it just works. Right? Take my word. Oh, that's Varian. Oh my god. Smooth as butter in Australian summer? God, what, in the desert? Wouldn't it melt? I mean, before the dingoes ate you, or the funnel web spiders decided to turn you into whatever their brother or sister in that game, what's it called, Lethal Company is. Oh my god. So Op 4 is not doing any defense on Sector 1. They're going all eggs in basket in Sector 2. So Blue 4 don't have to worry about that second level of attrition, but let's see what they pull. I want to see Blitzkrieg tactics, but we'll see. All right, 50 minutes. Let's see how this plays out. Daisy will be tomorrow. It is on the schedule, though, so if you type !schedule, you'll see it. But it's going to basically play right after, I think, the Arma op. We'll just go right in from one to another. Yeah, the only way to really attack this would be to go from the points of cover, have your autocannons cover you from the far south, maybe all the way down in this compound. Because everywhere else, it's just open hell. And FNF knows that, which is why they put a bunch of craters around.
UPM-kullen. Ja, vi kan rita, vi kan behöva inte. UPM-hangarerna, det är södraste hangaren där.
What language is that?
Där vi har G2. Det är UPM söder. Det är i princip de vi har. Vi behöver inte ha så mycket mer. Vi kommer hålla österut, ungefär nord till syd. Kulsprutan nyttjar vi på lite längre avstånd. Terrängen är lite... Det är mycket skog öst, nordöst. Där fienden kanske kan tränga in om man försöker trycka mot sektor 1.
Ah, it's Bro's group.
Vi kommer stanna här. Vi kommer inte röra på oss. Om vi inte kan göra en lång jävla omfattning i skydd. För vi kommer inte springa över. Det är bara att ta till det onödigt. Inledningsvis... vi sprider ut oss. En blå omgång kommer att bemanna värnen, medan gul kommer bemanna huset och tak så vi har lite höjd att skjuta från. Ja, kommer hålla här tills vi behöver omgruppera. Vi har ingen... Eller, vi är beredda på att förstärka västerifrån om det finns skulle komma utifrån. Så det blir vår alternativa inställning. Någon frågor?
Var ska blå sitta?
Blå kan sitta runt om här. Utomhus i princip. Medan gul kommer vara på tak eller inomhus.
Fråga. Försvar norr, hur sker
I do appreciate they have these little briefs just as the round begins, because they're already here. They know that blue 4 is going to take a hot second to get in, so...
Om vi behöver. Men vi har ju egna förband som är norr om oss.
Jag vill sätta AP-minor norr.
Ja, gör det.
Jag gör det.
Markera dem bara.
Oh god, speaking of the gate up.
Gör det. Ta norra vägen då, och så måla upp det.
Jag går, sätter närheten av norra vägen.
Japp, jag börjar bara inta huset.
Mer frågor? Nej.
Inga frågor.
Verkstad.
Ja, blå, jag vill skjuta kulsprutan.
There was someone that messaged me a few days ago, and I meant to message them back, but I forgot. And now I don't think they're in my DM list.
Vem har minst?
Because I've DM'd so many people for ops. Ah, shit.
Vem vill vara K-skytt?
Jag är ju ammobearer så jag har inget sådär viktigt på mig så jag kan inte ta det.
Yeah, no, they're not on my list anymore. That's awkward.
Ja, men det är bra. Kör på det.
Because he's like, hey, next time you do a gate up, I want to talk to you about some stuff. And god damn it. Sometimes I reply to people and then they reply back and they'll check the message and I'm like, all right, I'll answer this in a second. And I completely forget. Oh, well. I think if I set that date well ahead of time... Oh, no, I found him. Perfect. All right. Cool. I'm going to reply to that when the stream ends. All right, we heard some suppressive fire going out. I have no idea what that was on, though. That sounded like a vehicles. Possibly a 240 Bravo, so maybe one of the SOCOM Vics. Malin, why are you done, broski? Redo lurking. It's a Pierce play. I don't... Is it? I mean, they're dismounting early, I guess, to kind of stage, but... Oh, Malin's complaining that he's all the way in the back in formation because it's a plan. Okay, where's Malin? Malin is all the... What? Why is Delta on this hill? Why is Malin just looking left and right super quickly? Malin, it's my camera. Please, Malin, put the camera down. Holy crap, Malin's black? I never knew that. Anyway. Why is Delta all the way back here? How's Delta supposed to... Right, it's a Pierce play. So we have the infantry coming up the right side. They've got Matt overwatching the left. Got some shots raining out from back there. I don't know what Delta's really supposed to do back there, but, I mean... You know, that's a good hill for sledding. Maybe they're sledding. I'd love to go sledding. Yeah, Malin remembered this time to remove the ATGM because there was a time when he didn't, and it was really funny to watch that ATGM in action. Yeah, they're the reserves. Easy. Uh-oh. Oh boy. G-Legs just got a kill. Who did he kill? He killed Ash. Delta, quickly! Use your Overwatch position and do something! Suppress the enemy position! Oh god, they have a little 20mm mortar. Oh my god, wait, that's actually accurate. Not gonna lie, that was pretty good. So good it disabled Charlotte's internet connection. I would bet you $2 she's gonna come in here and bitch because she just got disconnected. $2 whole. So we have the 80 Alpha now driving up. Using its PKT, but the PKT isn't penetrating the tree line. And the BMD's wondering what that is. Two times 100 in chat, deal. Ha! Unless their internet completely got severed, in which case they're obviously not coming in.
Hey!
So they're spotting the striker over here on the left. Hey Charlotte, how you doing? No, that's understandable. I'm only covering rounds 1 and 2 anyway.
What? Did you make that jello? You going to advise me?
Why are you angry, Charlotte?
I don't know.
Anyway, Sapper, you can type !tip and give me my $2. Alright. Yeah, Blue 4 is not really going to be able to do much in here. This wave's going to be repelled, and they're going to be kind of held back by this superior position. So yeah, Chord Static's gonna help hunker things down. Where's the BMP? The BMP's back here. What? No, that's the... No, it's over here. That's a BRDM. So why is the B... So what assets are actually supporting this push? Because the BTR-80 Alpha tried with a PKT from like a click away, and that's obviously not gonna do anything. So what... What's the point? First mission was nice, Charlotte. I guess from a mission maker's side, I don't know. Chat, what do you think of it? I thought the fog was nice with it. It's just I feel like the attackers did the completely wrong thing to do in this scenario. But we are focusing on round 2 right now. Yeah, but here's the thing, Pupik. Shouldn't you establish the Overwatch position before you send the infantry in so you have established Overwatch control rather than send the infantry in and then try to hastily find an Overwatch position? I don't know, I feel like there's supposed to be a logic to that. I could be wrong. Because now you got Op Force sneaking around over, excuse me, Blue Force sneaking around over here. You have another squad over here, but they're not going to be able to do shit because it's all open ground. 1 second. Oh my god. Now you just have the BMD up here on this hilltop establishing total control. And it's like, what can Blue 4 really do right here? I feel bad for Ash. Okay, no, Fawn's also got killed off in the open right there. Ouch. We have more autocannon fire coming out. Ay, ay, ay. I don't really know what else we could see here. So we're starting to see a pincer maneuver. Blue 4 is now trying to get a foothold over here. They could potentially bypass, get to Sector 1. Cool, but then what next? Without having to cross this giant open field, they'd have to go all the way around and attack it from the rear, but this force is going to have to end up doing that anyway. So maybe they're going to try to come up through this? Like, they got a bit of defilade cover and some foliage to work with. It's not ideal, but based off of what they're doing, that's the best they're going to get. Maybe they can have the autocannons engage from this small range, but... Yeah, so Mike's calling up to his group. They can't really move up like this because they're just getting suppressed. Maybe... Maybe we're having a repeat of a few weeks ago where instead of running out of AT ammo, they make Op 4 run out of machine gun ammo. And then Blue 4 will charge over the open fields. I think think some of his shots were clipping the bush or something because we saw them ricocheting. Oh, right, of course, yeah. So by Blue 4 keeping Delta in reserve, which I think they've been redeployed over here now, they're being kept in the back line. Yes, Stream. I was wondering where you were. You okay, buddy? Yeah, all good.
I'm not sure. I'm trying to figure out where we are.
But Lurkin, if you're still here, shoot me a message, because I need to give you a reply. Hold on, I just heard AT fire.
Coming.
I can't tell what they fired at.
Or who fired at what.
No, I'm not going anywhere. Apparently there's an infantry squad behind it as well.
80 Alpha's moving up. Oh, he took a shot getting it. That position's starting to change up. 80 Alpha's now in a good spot to hunker down, but they're now backing away. What an interesting round. These guys are now turning. They brought one of the cords with them. What, to make a little firing position for it? Where is the cute little thing? They got the BMD right there. Yeah, so it's just looking up this hill.
How much has that spent? Like, what, $7, $8, $9? Made like what? Less than $1. Did it make anything?
So G-Legs is on 2 kills with that. He's firing at some of the infantry all the way over here.
No jestem za... Ale co to zmienia? Czy pójdziesz przed, czy za... Idę wzdłuż płotu cały czas.
Yeah, a bit risky to be on that side of the fence, knowing that there's a hostile position over there. So Blue 4 is going to run up, back cap Sector 1, and I don't know. We'll see what crazy thing they come up with for Sector 2. BMP, meanwhile, harassing this position with its PKT, but not really doing anything beyond that. That's pulling the BMD away. I'm going to be honest, though, I'm not losing brain cells over this one. What's that? Because Blue 4 is playing the hand that they have. They're doing a pincer. They're sending some forces up to Sector 1 to take that. And then we'll either see a Thunder run into Sector 2 to completely outflank the AO, or we'll see them just do something slow and assault through. But I think a Thunder run could potentially work with autocannon supporting them to suppress these positions. It'll definitely catch a lot of their forces off guard, but as soon as they get the prompt for this sector, we might see these guys fold in to try to then put hasty security down, so we'll see. I just don't really understand how Delta's meant to get up here with all these fortifications, but maybe by pulling everything here, that'll turn people around. I don't know. I'm gonna level with you. I don't know. AOs like these, there's not really... Because there's so many bad ways to do it and only a handful of good ways because of how open everything is, it's really just a game of, is the commander going to get lucky enough to have an opening that he either knowingly or more often than not unknowingly exploits? I mean, that's what happened with the hilltop defense, because I don't think they were predicting the enemy to run out of AT, but they did. It's just I don't really get what this firefight over here is. And again, why are these guys on the left side when they should be on the right if their goal is to get... why are they exposing themselves to a known enemy position? Okay. Like, why are you doing that? Why aren't you on this side? Why aren't you with Howell here? Why are you running through the... Okay. See, and you got a dead guy right there because... God, if only there was, like, you know, some sort of hard cover that could stop the enemy from seeing them, you know? Like, they could use it to, like, run up. That guy got shot to shit. You know, run up and not have to deal with all of that shooting, you know, if only. Pierce tactics are infectious. This is at the squad level, I'm sorry to say. Alpha being a little silly. What? The man grabbed his SVD. All right.
Ja, det är sniper ute här. About 550. Oh, we got him.
Yeah, the cord static gunner got him.
Can you break that fence in front of you?
No, it's the Dishka gunner. Is the striker now pushing? Yes, it is. BMD's left that position. That was a mistake. It should have stayed up here to keep supporting this infantry. I guess they're getting cold feet because of what's going on over there. Because the second one's up on the southern side. It could transition to deal with those threats, but... BMP for Blue 4 has come around over here. You know, there's a point in operations like these where I just stop saying things about tactics because it's just so... It's so weird how it's done that I can't even wrap tactics around it. It's at this point, units are just going for it, but at the same time, they're doing such stupid little things that I can't even begin to tell you what the heck is going on. And I just give up. So I just let the actions speak for themselves at this point. Oop! Camera glitched out a little bit. BMP is now pulling back as BMD pushes up to try to find that BMP2. AT was just fired. And it landed over they're now dispersing smoke. BMP now trying to get autocannon shots on. And they managed to get away. Right back into their own smoke screen and pulling around, realizing they made a mistake in their positioning. And that BMD lives to fight another day. Meanwhile, you have this BMD coming around. And you got the BTR-80 Alpha. I freaking figured this would happen. He's going to overwatch from all the way back here. The question is he going to see anything? But it's a decent spot. But this shows to me that Blue 4 is actually going to try to come around and cross. But they're... Oh. No. So they went up there to get that sector, and now they're pulling back. What are you planning? No. No, 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 no. Oh. And then you got this. That's amazing. That's actually amazing. And of course, the one thing Delta doesn't have is AT to deal with this. A UAZ Dishka just tried to push a BMP-2. Okay. Okay. Sure. Sure. Why not? Oh, here we go. No freaking way. Why was the BM... Whatever. Like I said, at some point I stop asking questions. So we got 3 Op 4 over here. In a grenade war. As these guys are dealing with this one position, I don't know what the heck he's shooting at over there. See ya, Crazy. Have a good night. Oh, this is rich.
Keep going,
man's literally hiding on his smoke grenade. Meanwhile, Blue 4 are trying to pull back and assault up this vector. BMD's turned around, is harassing the Blue 4 over here. Something blew up over there, don't know what that was about. So these guys are gonna go around. I can't even begin to predict why, but... You know, I honestly can't tell who's winning either. I think Blue 4 has the manpower to storm the AO. They definitely have the vehicle support to do so. The question is, are they actually going to do it? Oh, man. Then you got a small team over here still harassing that position. And the BMP is still lingering back here. I don't... What are they driving around up there for? So Blue 4 is going to push a squad as close as they can to this hard point. And I think they're ferrying units forward with the Striker, maybe? But they're completely split apart. I don't know where they're going. What is this? Are you gonna smoke that and try to run through? They're gonna smoke it and push.
You want me to take cover of you? I mean, you? They're good? Great, great. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Oh, goody. Let's charge those defenses. It'll be fun. Oh. I think they all just tried to charge and died. I think they all, because there's two more. That's amazing. That's actually amazing. No, they used colored smoke, which was dispersing differently than the other smoke, because color smoke is marker smoke. I know you were joking, dude, but yeah, second dead guy, almost the third dead guy, but hey, they pushed. This is an interesting comedy club. Now the BMP, too, is coming up to assist. Wait, so why is the infantry now over here, and the BMP and the BTR that were supporting them are now up here? Why didn't they come with the vehicle to... I'm so confused. At least the other BMD is dead. 15 minutes of play remaining. And these guys are now all the way over here, dismounting over here to now... What? Why dismount over here? What? But you still have this giant open field here. What? Are you gonna walk? You're walking? You have a vehicle. You could... Why is he now driving away and these people are just charging? Oh my god! And now the 80 Alpha's coming up to support them. They have a little rock wall here. I guess if they think that they can fire at them from all these other positions, that'll pull their attention away. They've at least got that going for them. The funny thing is, if Op4 actually gets their heads out and starts shooting at a few infantry, I don't think Blue 4 will have enough infantry to take the objective. Legitimately. And now the vehicles are just thunder running in. Yeah, welcome, Carrie. This is an interesting one. Are you guys just charging right in? What? Yeah, let's charge into a completely different sector. Uh-huh. Bye-bye. Yeah, hey, instead of charging up... Oh, look, the BTR-80 also charged and died. You know, instead of, charging up here, popping some smoke, ramming the fence, dismount your infantry, getting your guys right on top as an autocannon covers you from the hilltop to make sure no one's up here to, throw anything at you. No, let's just charge deeper into the AO unsupported and die. Let's have the BTR-80 Alpha charge up unsupported and die. Let's have the infantry walk through the open field and die. Why not? Why not? Blue 4 destroyed both of Op4's BMDs. They destroyed the UAZ. Let's throw away our vehicle advantage and just blindly charge with no support. Let's do it. Why not? You threw a grenade in. I would have laughed if that actually killed Blue 4 members here. That's a good grenade. And now Delta's coming up. It's an even fight right now. It's leaning in Blue 4's favor, but it's pretty even right now. We'll see how many Delta can kill off for Blue 4, but if they can't get a lot, this Op4 might win this by somehow Blue 4 snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. From the completely insane charge That's amazing. I thought he was dead. .80 Alpha I can pardon, but the Striker was certainly something. RPG-32, I think, hit the turret, did minimal damage, unfortunately. Oh yeah, Pierce is not only still alive, he's still commanding it, baby. Nemesis meets his mash. There's 9 minutes left on the clock, which is why Blue 4, I think, just decided to balls to the wallet, because they remembered that it's a 50-minute timer. And now I think you're going to see Blue 4 just trying to idly rush into this. And you got Zoni on the rear. He could potentially harass the back line on the northern attack and then regroup. And we also have Lolo on the rear. He does have an AKS-74U. Great grenade throw. That's going to get 2 of them. Absolutely amazing. I don't think Malin realizes what he just did, but that's pretty funny. Huntayar is up. Grenade double taps a Blue 4 member right there. Op4, I think, are outmatched 2-1. Zoni on the rear, though, picking off some kills, but can Op4 hold for another 8 minutes? I don't think time's going to be an issue here. Zoni gets knocked out by Finn watching the north after he heard that PKM fire. Grenade doesn't go through the window, but why are you reloading prone in the open? Roll back, you freaking bellends! Don't just lay there like a frickin'... Let me guess, that grenade's gonna... Okay. God, at least go back into cover before you reload. Please? Please? He did not! Oh! Oh my god, it's right next to the other one too. That's what makes it even funnier. Oh! Blue 4 might actually win this to attrition. Jesus Christ. There's the sector being captured because I think they finally have the number advantage inside. Though Op4 are getting some pickoffs here. $50 remain. $30 seconds. Vanderhooch needs to get Dobbs here. Doesn't see him through that bush. 10 seconds. Get him, please. Shoot him. Shoot him. You have 5 seconds. What are you? Oh, server's desyncing because they lost. Because he didn't take the shot. Why do you play with your food? You could have knocked him out and made them lose the number advantage and still saved it. Pierce won that. Alright, we'll be back at the top of the hour. I need to go bleach my eyeballs. Thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. I'll see you in a bit. Otherwise, cheers, and have a good one.